Let's go. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to DM Car Reviews. Today we have a 2023 Volkswagen Atlas SE V6 on our channel. As always, I want to say a huge shout out to Michael at Enterprise Sales of Rockville in Maryland for providing me this car. I will attach all his information in the right hand corner, so reach out to him if you're looking for a car. Let's fire her up and get started. The Volkswagen Atlas has been on the market for a while now. It's pretty much like a cheaper Audi Q7 alternative. At least it's comparable in size. They obviously have different platforms, engines, but this is a good replacement for those who do not want to go so much up in price to get a Q7. The Atlas comes in two different powertrains. We have the 2.0T 4-cylinder turbo version and the 3.6-liter V6. Which we have here on our test. It also has the captain chairs. Well, let's check them out. Well, being 6'2", I gotta say, I mean, there's just a lot of space here. You can recline it. You have the shades. Even for an SE trims, we have all these nice perks. The climate system, separate climate system in the bag that we can adjust. Unfortunately, this Atlas doesn't have any physical USBs. They're all quick charging ports, the USB-Cs. Seats feel great, very comfy. Let's go check out the trunk. We also have the towing package right in the back. A usable third row. And then the leftover space. If we were to fold these seats, we'd definitely have a lot more room to use. One, and then we can go two. There we go. So this gives you a better understanding of how much actual usable space you can have in this Atlas. We have a power liftgate. Let's check out the engine bay. Another cool thing here is that Volkswagen did with their products to separate their lineup is the ding. When you open the door, you hear this beep, beep, beep. Now if we were in an Audi, it'd be like dee-ding, dee-ding. I think that's a little cool thing they did. Well, here's the V6, 3.6 liter. Although many people always wonder, what is worth getting, the 2.0T or the V6? Honestly, I don't know. In my perspective, the 2.0T is more potent. It has more low-end torque, and it can be tuned. Whereas this, you know, you just get what you get. But you get the silky smooth V6, and you get a nice sound, a way better sound than the 4-cylinder will ever give you. So it's all up to you, what is right for you. Drive both versions, and make a decision, you know, what works for you. I can't say which one is better or worse. I think they're both good powertrains, but this is definitely the silkier option. So if I was choosing an Atlas, I'd probably go V6 if I had to make that choice. So here we have a standard suite of features. Car. We have all the settings, menu, media, climate. We have a dual climate system here. This is standard on most of these VWs. Same thing was in the Arteon. We have the drive mode selector where we have eco, normal, sport, and custom. But we're gonna start out in normal, just for the heck of it. and then go to sport down the road. Then if we go to phone, that will probably take us to media, radio. Let's see how we can get back to the Apple CarPlay like that. Cool. So we have the CarPlay. It's a good screen, fairly responsive. Not the biggest, but still a good size. Let's see. Glove box, some more storage space. But I'm just shocked, out of all these micro USBs, they couldn't have made a single USB charge port, seriously. Also, we have the parking sensors. So that's the backup camera. The materials here feel good, but they're not luxurious at all. Like, this seems like fake veneer or whatever this is. I have no idea. This is definitely not wood. This is definitely to the cheaper side. So Audi will get you much nicer, and a much nicer cabin. Nevertheless, it feels really pleasant to be in here. We have this gigantic panoramic sunroof, which looks amazing. Look at how far it goes. It's beautiful. But let's do the wiper test, and then we'll do the horn test. Okay. And here we can also adjust the views. Whichever data we want will be displayed here. So we'll just stick with that. Then we can also go through different things. Let's listen to the music quality. Not bad at all. Very good music. The music is good. And now we can start to head out. Let's check out the U-turn radius. Okay. Definitely to the wider side, not bad. I like that we have a flat bottom steering wheel. But the steering here is very light on the parking lot, similar to what Audi would give you. So there's no effort needed to turn the wheel whatsoever. Like that. The front seats feel good, they're comfortable. They have a good amount of support. I believe those are automatic, or no, these are not automatic wipers, not rain sensing wipers. But let's see how this Atlas drives, and I will share my impressions to you throughout our test drive. I like the sound. Kind of gives me those older E60 BMW sound vibes, like the E65 series. Has that little whistle at the end. Sounds really good. Sits on the road well. Good throttle response. So far, I'm enjoying it. Seems like a cool experience. I like how responsive it is for such a heavy car. throttle tip-in is very aggressive. So the secret to driving this fast off the line is don't floor it immediately. Give it a light jab to the gas and then push it in. That way you're gonna get that instant jump off the line and you can continue the power band when you floor it. Because if you do it right away, it's just gonna bog. I remember that from my previous experience driving these Atlas models, is that if you floor them right away on the V6, you're gonna get that kind of bogging. So if you don't want to bog it, an idle tap and then you floor it. I do think that this powertrain, specifically the V6, is way more responsive off the line than the 4-cylinder. If you go with the 4-cylinder and you floor it, it's... Come on, bro. Yeah, this this is really cool. Like in our state, people just totally don't care. It's like they will get in any lane, they'll go as fast as they want, they don't care. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. If you want a good off-the-line response, you definitely have to opt for the V6, because with the 4-cylinder, you give it gas, pretty much on any Audi product or Volkswagen product, if you floor it off the line, it's gonna lag. You're gonna have like a half a second where the car just starts to roll and then it kicks in. And one more thing that I've noticed is when you're giving the gas and the engine is spinning out the RPMs, it feels like even when you let off the throttle, it's like it's still pushing, like it still keeps spinning out, and the pedals still, like the car still wants to go and the pedal's not really coming back. It's like I get that feeling sometimes. Like you see, I'm adding the throttle, I'm letting it go, and the car starts to accelerate faster. Which is, that's a very interesting thing I've noticed specifically about the Atlas. So if you're trying to reduce your acceleration, just let go for the most part. Like if you're accelerating, don't let go smoothly, like let go more, then it will stop. I like the mirrors, I like the visibility, I can see everything quite well around me. But what I especially like is how comfortable this car is. Like the ride is excellent. It's not too soft, has the right amount of stiffness, but it's very pleasing. I feel great inside this cabin, in these seats, and I'm loving the way this car glides. The driving dynamics, in my opinion, here are way better than per se like a similar Highlander. And look at how responsive this powertrain is right away. It's not even sport mode, we're just in normal mode. I like it. It likes to rev. It likes to spin out and to get going. But let's go to Sport now and check that out. I'm really glad that VW is still keeping these 6-cylinder engines alive and not going hybrid 4-cylinder. Let's check the cornering abilities. There's a little body roll for sure. It's a heavy, big SUV. So the speed's not noticeable on it at all. Yeah, you don't feel the speed at all on this Atlas. 80 feels the same as 35, no difference. So this is eco mode. We are being very efficient now. But seriously, if you want to save gas on this Atlas, you got to use the eco mode. Otherwise, you're going to be eating up gas really quickly. So this is perfect for traffic, you know, for stop and go. Oh, that's a beautiful color, by the way. But in eco mode, it feels perfectly good for city driving. It's got enough pickup so you can comfortably keep it in the eco setting and not have to worry about anything. All right, so we're about to do our Dragy 0 to 60 test, and you will see that in the next clip. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, let's check out the times. So we did 0 to 60 in 8.24 seconds, 8.24. We did our quarter mile in 15.96 at 88.86 miles per hour. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so let's summarize this test drive. What can I say about this Atlas? I really like it. Honestly, what a great, comfortable SUV that you can daily. It's got good pickup. I think the power is very, very ample. It's a nice compromise between price and quality, where you don't have to go out and pay 70-80K for a Q7. You can get this for much less, and it's honestly not any worse comfort wise, like seat wise, than per se the Q7. Obviously, of course, if we start nitpicking, you know, oh, this seat has like, you know, more adjustments, this suspension has a little more flow to it because, you know, it's like an air suspension. Sure, obviously, yeah, you can nitpick, but just getting into these cars and driving them side by side, they both feel great. And I can't say that this car is significantly less comfortable than a Q7 with air suspension. They both feel great. They both have excellent comfort, but this is the much better price to quality ratio. You're saving almost half the money getting this. The infotainment is good, straightforward, easy to use, good sound system, good pickup, good seats. Just a very well-rounded Atlas. Very well-rounded option, and I do prefer this over the Highlander. Obviously, easy choice. And I'll have to say, between this and the Murano, it would be close. I think they both have their own advantages, but this is more of a driver's car rather than the Murano. The Murano is kind of more just to chill. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts about this test drive, and till next time.